G'day viewers, Garage Carpenter here. This is part 2 in the Dovetail Drawer series. This is the dovetail jig that I use. It's a 12-inch using the half-blind comb. I bought this off Timbercom over in Perth. They provided a handy detailed instruction leaflet here, which, given they've given them a plug, I don't think they'll mind if I scan that and put that up on the Garage Carpenter website so you can see it in more detail. I also managed to scrounge, I don't know where I got it from, is this manual here, which has further detail in there as to how to use it. I'm not going to go into all this detail. I just really want to show you a brief outline of the tricks that I've learnt in the process. When I bought this off Timbercom, they provided a routing bit with it, and the routing bit that we use on this is this one, which has the bearing in it. But what I found is that bearing drops, so I had to make a collet. You may or may not be able to see that. That collet there prevents that bearing from dropping. If that bearing drops in the process of routing, you're going to lose the joint totally and ruin the timber. So it's imperative that collet I made there prevents that from happening. You always need 9/16 of an inch from here to the base. From the base to the tip of the router, so 9/16 of an inch. We're talking Yankee now. You can also get that conversion table off my website as well. And the way I measure that typically is using this handheld device here, which is currently set at 1/8. Again, an American format because everything on this is imperial. I use that 1/8 of an inch in the setup, which I'll show you right now. The setup of your timber is critical. You need to get all square edges, so I'm not going to go into that. If you can't cut a square corner, then you can't make a drawer, so you need to get that right first. Next thing you need to do is number them. So I've got here 2 and 2, 1 and 1, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. You'll notice I've marked the top face. I've decided this is going to be my top face, and the only thing you need to remember there is that even corners go on the right side of the jig, odd corners go on the left side of the jig. So let me demonstrate that. This is number 2, so that goes in the right side of the jig. Now the face that's going to go in the inside goes to the top and to the outside, and the numbers must always go towards the middle of the jig. So in this case, this is side 2. It goes on the right side, and the numbers go on the inside here. If I was doing either corner 1 and 3, I would have on this side and the numbers on this side. So if you get that right, you can't bugger up the corners. The other thing is you need to make sure the front and rear piece is hard up against that edge there, because the distance between here and this edge is critical to get the right top of the drawer when it's finished. So if you've got that square, the next thing to make sure of is you've got 1/8 of an inch there. As you can see, there's a lot of slop in that, and it's important to make sure that before you clamp that top clamp down, that you've got the front or rear piece hard pressed that way. You've got 1/8 of an inch there, and then you can clamp it down. And typically what I would do is just remove them, both clamps, until you're comfortable that it's flush there and you don't have too much of a gap that way. Juicy out.